that this informational video used as its main source is Stress and Coping, a study of world-class coaches, published by the Journal of Applied Sports Psychology. The study explored how world-class coaches were affected by stress and the different coping mechanisms they used to reduce the negative aspects of stress. We will explore the following coping mechanisms to help with stress caused by administration, overload, and athletes, which were the most frequent stressors cited by coaches. The first is structuring and planning, the second, psychological skills, the third, support, and the fourth, approach to coaching. One coping mechanism was detailed planning and structuring. There are 4 parts to this mechanism, and one of them is planning. This includes planning in advance, planning for competitions, and allowing enough time so you're not rushed. Another one is time management, which includes multitasking properly, not overstretching yourself by having too tight of a schedule, and being organized. Scheduling time off is also another important aspect. Taking time off to unwind and taking holidays when you get the chance and actually using the time to relax instead of thinking about your job while on holiday. Communication is also very important. This includes setting clear rules and boundaries, identifying roles and responsibilities early on in the beginning of the season, and telling athletes exactly what is expected of them. This allows for a clear and easy establishment from the beginning so that there's no confusion later on. The second coping mechanism that we'll be looking at are psychological skills. The use of psychological skills have been said to help with controlling stress levels. There are 2 parts to this mechanism. The first part is self-talk, and self-talk is when you talk to yourself in your head about yourself or your situation. When used positively, it has been reported to be very useful. Also, reminders of motivation and previous accomplishments are good ways to lift your spirits. The second part are proactive behaviors. This includes keeping an emergency diary where you can get things off of your chest without needing to project your problems onto others. Also, hiding or masking your stress from athletes is also a good stress reliever because it allows athletes to remain unaffected by the coach's stress. The last thing you want as a coach is to feel stressed and then have your athletes feel stressed, which can lead to poor performance, which then adds even more stress than you had in the beginning. The third coping mechanism that we will be looking at is support. The most important aspect to this mechanism is remembering to get your support from a variety of sources, including those outside of your work field or environment. Work-related support means using other coaches to help you with your coaching duties, having a group of others to support you within your work environment, and keeping an open and honest relationship with the management team. This will help you have more immediate support if you feel overwhelmed. Advice from others. This means talking to experienced coaches who would give you some solid advice and who you'd feel have experienced what it is you're going through or worse. Also, talking to significant others who have played the sport previously or who have knowledge of the sport without actually being active in the sport. This will give you a variety of advice from many different people with different experiences. Number 4, approach to coaching. This focuses on keeping your approach to coaching adaptable and flexible. You should be willing to try new things in order to attempt to decrease stress levels, though some say that keeping a specific coaching approach helps keep them less stressed because it's a routine. There are 3 parts to this. One of the parts to this is taking a step back, not getting too involved as a coach. Don't spend all of your day with your team or athlete. Don't get caught up in the moment, and step back and start again instead of continuing to force things. The second part to this includes flexibility, which is changing a training session to be more directive in coaching, and consistency, which consists of sticking to what you know if it'll reduce the possibility of stress. To conclude, there are a variety of stressors, and it is very hard, if not impossible, to completely eradicate stress from your life. The techniques mentioned in this video to help cope with stress have all been said to work at different levels of effectiveness for different people. There are many different ways to tell if stress is affecting you, including tone of voice and body language. Based on the study, coaches need support in order to keep up with the demands of their profession. With the right techniques and support, coaches can continue to lead teams and athletes to success.